Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a fall inspired makeup look. Today I went outside this morning and it was like 66 degrees, which made me think about fall. Fall is my favorite season. I haven't experienced the fall season in like 3 years, so I'm really excited. So today I wanted to do a fall inspired makeup look. So I'm just sort of gonna film and show you what I'm using to get ready. 99% of the products I'm using are from the drugstore. I just had to pull in like a non-drugstore brush and like 2 non-drugstore shadows. But other than that, everything is drugstore, all the products, all the brushes. So very affordable, and let's get into it. So first I'm going to use the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. This is clear and silicone-y like the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. It's very similar to that, if you know what that is. So I'm just going to make sure that's really sinking into my skin. I forgot to put my hair up on this side. Then I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. I'm mixing the shades 112 and 115. I'm just going to mix them on the back of my hand, and then to apply, I think I put too much on. And then to apply it, I'm just going to use my Wet Real Techniques sponge. So we're just going to bounce that in all over my face. We'll see if this color actually matches because my body is kind of tan, but obviously my face isn't because if I'm out, a lot of the times my foundation has sunscreen in it or I have like sun protection, but for some reason my neck does not see the sunlight, so my neck stays very pale while the rest of my body gets tan. So I might end up having to bronze my neck a little bit so it doesn't look like my face is one color and then my neck is another color and then my body's another color. Because, you know, maybe color blocking is not something that you want when you're doing your makeup. Then I'm going to go in with 2 different concealer type products. I don't have a full coverage concealer for under my eyes that's from the drugstore. So I'm going to go in with first this this like Rimmel Hide the Blemish concealer, these little stick, but I have it in the shade light beige, which is like this peachy salmon-y color. So I'm going to use that under my eyes a little bit just to kind of correct the dark circles that I have going on. I'm just going to pat this right on under my eyes, and then I'm just going to take my finger and I'm just going to blend it out. If you didn't know already, peachy, salmon-toned concealers and products help to cancel out the blue, purpley hues of under eye circles. So, always a good tip. And then I'm going to go in with some of the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I have this in the shade 15 Fair. I think this is the concealer that there is a shade 10, and I think it's called Light. Let me see, right? Yeah, there's a shade 10, and I think it's called Light. But that one is actually darker than 15. So if you're looking for the lightest color in the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer range, then you're going to want to go with shade 15. I don't know why that is the case, but that is just how it is. Now, usually I set my whole face, but I'm feeling my face right now. And it feels pretty set already. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set my under eye. And for that, I'm going to use my Real Techniques setting brush, drugstore brush. Very cheap, very affordable. You can find it a lot of places. I know Ulta carries it, but I know Target also carries Real Techniques, so sometimes you can find it a lot of places. Just kind of look online before you go shopping, see if it's in stock. But this is really handy. It really just fits like right under that eye area perfectly. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer. And I was going to use my butter bronzer, but I just got this Wet n Wild contouring palette. I have it in the shade Dulce de Leche. And I'm going to use this side, obviously the bronzer side, to bronze. We'll see if it's a little bit warm. I tend to run into the problem that bronzers are a little bit too warm on my skin because I'm a little bit pale. And it makes me look a little bit like muddy. But this one isn't actually looking too bad. Oh, and I forgot to say, right now, to bronze, I'm using my e.l.f. Complexion Brush. I love this brush. I've had it for a while, and I think I can feel it breaking, which is kind of sad. But luckily it's only like $4. There's like dust everywhere. So yeah, it's pretty good. There is a little bit of like fallout, but whatever, that's fine. All right, so we bronzed up the skin a little bit, which is good. Now I'm not so pale on the face. And the blush we are going to go in with is a Wet n Wild Color Icon blush. These blushes are awesome. If you haven't tried them, they're only like $3, and they're like crazy pigmented. This one is matte. I know 2 of the ones that I have like a little bit of shimmer in them, but it's not like glittery or chunky or anything, but this one is matte. And this is in the shade Mellow Wine, and I'm going in with my Real Techniques blush brush. Oh, that was too much. Maybe really tap it off so you don't look like a clown. That wouldn't be great. So for highlight, I'm going to use my Essence Pure Nude highlight. I talked about this in the haul video I just did, and this highlight is just, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous and it's so cheap, which is fantastic. And like, if you were thinking about getting it, just get it. And if you were looking for like a really inexpensive, like champagne-y color type highlight, then I think this is definitely a really good option. And to apply this, I'm using the Real Techniques contour brush. Yeah, the contour brush. I'm pretty sure this only I feel like I'm putting on a lot of highlight right now, but I am building it up. This does come in a set. I can't remember what it's called. I'll have to remember, but it's like a set of 4 brushes. It's this, like the buffing brush, and then there's like 2 other like smaller brushes that come with it. I'm pretty sure this only comes in that set, but that set is actually really handy. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my nose. Just a little tiny bit. Just to look a little bit glowy. Alright, so we're going to move on to eyebrows next. I'm using the e.l.f. Eyebrow Kit. I have it in the shade Dark. This is a really nice little kit. It's like $3, and it works really great. So I'm actually going to do my eyebrows off camera because I can't talk while I'm doing them, and then I'll be right back. Okay, brows are done. I feel like this little kit is like great. I feel like I used it right now, and I was like really excited about it. I feel like it gives you the propensity. I'm just setting them with some NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel. I feel like it gives you the propensity to have like really natural looking brows. It doesn't look like you drew them on with like a marker. I know a lot of the times I use the Anastasia brow pomade, and that can get out of control like real quick. So this is definitely like a more foolproof, can't really mess it up option. And I didn't say, but I don't think I said, but I was using the Anastasia number 12 brush. So that was the high-end brush that I was using. Next we're going to move on to eyes, and I'm just going to prime my eyes real fast with the Milani eyeshadow primer. I just take a little bit on like each of my fingers, and then just rub a little bit on my eyelids, and then up to right under my eyebrow. So I wanted to do a pretty easy eye look because the lip I want to use is fairly dark, so I don't want to have like a heavy eye and heavy lip and, you know, all that jazz going on. So I'm actually only going to use one eyeshadow like on the lid and into the crease. This is going to be a one shadow look, and I'm using one of the L'Oreal Infallibile eyeshadows, and this is in the shade Amber Rush. It is like this beautiful bronzy color. It's this beautiful bronzy color, and it's gorgeous. I don't even know how else to describe it. Like, it is gorgeous. Very autumnal feeling, so I really wanted to use it in this makeup look. So all I'm going to do is take this little pot. See, this has a beautiful sheen to it. And I'm just going to apply this all over the eyelid just using my finger, because that is kind of the best way to get this on. Oh my God, do you see that? That's like doing my face. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. So I'm just going to use that, and I'm just going to pat that all over my eyelid. So once I'm done patting it all over my eyelid, I'm going to take my e.l.f. I think it's called the blending brush. It doesn't say it on it, but the e.l.f. blending brush. I'm just going to dip a little bit into there, just like a little tiny bit, just to pick up a little bit of the product. And I'm just going to take that right into the crease, and I'm just going to blend it out. I really want to create different tones with the same eyeshadow, so I want it to look like a little different in the crease as opposed to the lid as opposed to underneath the eye. I don't want the shadow in my crease to look heavily metallic, so that's why I'm really concentrating on blending it out. Now that that's done, if there's any patchiness you have on the lid, you can either go back in with your finger, or I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. This is seriously a $1 brush. I got it at Target, and I use it every day. Every time I do my, well, maybe not every day, because I only do my makeup maybe twice a week, but every time I do my makeup, I use this brush. Alright, now lid and crease are done, so I'm just going to take, again, another e.l.f. brush. This little tiny e.l.f. brush that has this little tiny tip on it. And I'm going to use this, I think it's called the Smudger brush, from their black, collection of the brushes. And I'm just going to dip this a little bit into the eyeshadow. And then I'm just going to run this right under my eye. Now the other shadows I am pulling in, I will show you like little swatches of them in case you wanted to see the colors I was using, but by no means do you need these actual eyeshadows because you don't. These are the two colors that I'm going to be using. This I'm going to use to, there we go. This I'm going to use to highlight my brow bone. It's just like a, not quite matte, but maybe a satin finish cream color. And then this gold color I'm going to use to highlight my inner corner. Instead of using something that is white and shimmery, I really kind of wanted to use a gold because I think it goes more with like the whole like autumn fall feel. And to apply these, I'm using the e.l.f. blending brush. I actually want to get one of those other, the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush that I was using. I want to get another one of those to highlight my brow bone because I used it the other day and it was awesome. But this one works just as well, again, like another $1 brush. Those $1 brushes, I'm telling you, some of them can be a little scratchy, but some of them are like winners. Eyes are almost done. I'm just going to put some liner on. You could either wing it out, you could do no liner, you could do like a thin line, you could do a wing. I'm going to try to do a wing, but I'm going to do a wing off camera because it could get messy and it just could turn into a hot mess, so I'd rather that not be on here. But I'm going to put on my liner and then I'll be right back. Alright, that actually didn't turn out too bad. I think it got a little bit thicker than I might have wanted, but you know, that's alright. Oh, and I didn't say, the eyeliner I was using is the Wet n Wild Proline Felt Tip Eyeliner in black. This is actually really nice. So right now I'm just using the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara in the shade Carbon Black, and I'm putting that on my top and bottom lashes. And probably getting some all over the place because I can't not get my mascara like everywhere. If you get your mascara like places you don't want it to be, just wait for it to dry and then like wipe it away with a Q-tip, or sometimes I'll just take my eyeshadow brush and kind of like blend it away into my eyeshadow. Now I'm taking the Covergirl, what's the volume shimmer? Oh, the Covergirl Lashblast Volume, the one in like the little orange. And I'm just putting that over the other mascara. Alright, then I'm going to take this little Real Techniques like eyebrow lash groomer thing, which is actually really great. And I'm going to just go through my bottom lashes. Then see I have some mascara bits. I'm just going to blend that away, again using my e.l.f. little blending brush. And then the star of the show, if you will, what I sort of based everything around, was this Maybelline lipstick. It's one of their loaded bold lipsticks. It's in the color Chocoholic, so it's like a straight up brown color, but it's still like really pretty. It's like a warm brown. It's not cool or ashy, but because this is such a dark color, I didn't want to do something like really heavy on the eyes and then have like a really dark lip and have it just be like too heavy and weighing my face down. My memory card just freaked out, said it was full, so I just had to go in and delete videos and I only have one lip done. Anyway, like I said, this is one of the Maybelline Loaded Bold lipsticks and it's in the shade Chocoholic. Alright, so we're putting that on now. So here's this like dark chocolatey lipstick, which is awesome, and I really like it even with like this sort of like bronzy eye. And again, it's not like too much, Like the wing is really classic, but then you only have sort of like one shadow on the lid and like blend it up so it's not too heavy because the lip is very dark and very vampy and very fall, which I'm really excited for. And it's almost here. Thank God. So this is the finished fall-inspired makeup look. I'm so excited for cool weather. Like, you have no idea. I've missed it so much. But yeah, I really just like the dark lip with a really simple eye. But I hope you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!